Hi guys, my name is Abdul and welcome to my channel. So I've been getting lots of requests for the tutorial. I've been posting lots of videos, animation videos which I made for my client on my YouTube channel. So I've been getting lots of requests for the tutorial. So today finally I am here with the tutorial series. So if you check my videos, I've been using lots of plugins. You can say lots of software, lots of different software, lots of plugins. So we will go step by step. Okay, guys, I got two news for you, a good news and a bad news. I'll start with the bad news. The bad news is my English is not that fluent. I'm not an English speaker. And the good news is, who cares? You're looking at the tutorial, not listening to any FM radio. I'll show each and every parameter on screen, like positioning, rotation, etc. And you can still follow along with me. So if you see my recent videos which I uploaded, I'll show you here. I used many different plugins and different softwares. This I made using Cinema 4D and Octane and Xparticle for these bubbles. See this made using Cinema 4D and Xparticle. And this part you can see, this I made using Element 3D. Element 3D is a plugin. See this one, not this one, this one. I created this using Element 3D only. This one. So we will go step by step. I'll show how we create something like this in Element 3D, and after that we will move to Cinema 4D, 3D Max, and we will even explore the plugins inside Cinema 4D. Like I mostly use Xparticle and Octane, and in 3D Max I use Phoenix FD for creating waters. Okay, guys, assume for a moment that your boss or your client come to you and he say that he got a project for you and he looking for a stunning animation, dynamic type of animation, good rendering, very clean looking animation, completely in 3D. You will be happy, right? You see a lot of money, you think of sharing the video with your friends, and you basically learn many things from this type of video. So you will be asking that how much time we have for the project, right? So your client, your boss says, we will give you enough time for the project. But you say, yeah, but how many times do you have for the project? He will say, I will give you 2 days complete. You will be like, that happens with me every time. But no worry guys, I have a solution for this type of projects. In Element 3D, you can create a good looking video in very less time, and you don't require to render as well. I mean, we need to render, but compared to other 3D software like Cinema 4D Max or Blender, etc., it takes very less time. Also, it is easy if client come and want to make any changes, you can easily do that. So we will start with the basic. I'll show you how the basic animation is done using the plugin Element 3D. Element 3D is a plugin which is used inside After Effects. I have made a simple animation, you can see here. See, I made this using Element 3D only. To start with the basic, I'll teach you how it works. I'll take a new composition, 1080p. We create a solid. I assume that you know basic of After Effects. Any color you want, and we take video copilot element, and we will be creating a simple text like animation. We make it white. Spelling is wrong. We take a bold one. See, in Element 3D you can go to custom layers. Here you can choose text or mask or even map textures. For this example we will be taking the animation, the text animation, the text. See this one, and we go into the setup. We need to extrude it. This is a simple layout you can see in all 3D softwares. This is the basic, this is the grid, and here the material, all the parameters. We will change the color. We will take the simple gold material for this example. We press OK. Now we can hide the text layer. Whenever we create anything in Element 3D, it's a 3D now, it's not a 2D. You can see from top view. I see we don't have camera right now, my bad. See, you can see the top view, the front, the active view. There are many different type of views you can see here. Now we see how the animation works. Go to Element. If you familiar with the Photoshop, you can see there are many layers. So we have same thing, the name of group. I'll show you. Go inside the scene setup. See, we have group 1 here. If we duplicate here, duplicate this, duplicate model. Now we got 2 groups, but both are same number. That means both are in group 1 only. We will make it group 2. Okay, group 1 and group 2. Press OK. So now we see group 1 and group 2. Because they are in top of each other on the same position, we can't see them. We can't see both the text. I'll show you. If you go inside the group 1 tab, particle replicator, for some reason Element 3D call any object inside the 3D model, they call it as a particle replicator. If we move this up, now you can see there are 2 texts here. You can change the position, rotation, everything in the normal After Effects stuff, basic stuff. Shape option I'll show you later on. In this tutorial I'll be showing the basic step, the particle size. See, you can make smaller or larger. Same with group 2 also. This is the main thing. I usually use this animation engine of Element 3D mostly, like 90% of the time, because the animation engine is so powerful in Element 3D. I'll show you how it works. If we enable it, you can see the animation is 0 now, and animation is happening between group 1 and group 2. If it is 0, that means it is looking at the group 1. If we make it 100%, then it is looking at a finished group 2, but nothing happening now because they both are on the same place. If we go to group 1, and I move a text a bit top, you can see you can't see the other text because we are looking at the group 1 now. If we animate this, we are looking at the group 2 now. If we rotate this, (90°), let's animate this. I'll put a keyframe here. You know how After Effects keyframe works, like 2 seconds, and make it 100%. Now you can see the animation from group 1. You can see the keys here. This is 0%, that means it's looking at group 1. Now it's 100%, it's looking at group 2 now. So what are the possibilities? Let's check. Like, assume if I make it 1, very small. See, this is very small now. It will be like from small to big. You see how this animation works. Now we are making changes to the whole object, the whole animation text, not the individual one. If you want to how we say, access the individual letter, you need to go to the particle look and multi-object and enable it. We're gonna enable multi-object on both the groups. Particle look, multi-object. So we enabled multi-object on both the groups. Now let's see what we can do now. If you come to multi-object, the size is 1. If you make it like 0.5, we did with the group 1 now, and now we are looking at group 2, right? So let's go to group 1. Let's make it the normal size. Particle size used to be 10 earlier, and let's move it down. Let's make it straight. If you see, what is happening here is we made the size 0.5. If you make it 1, it will be normal size. Let's see what will happen from 0.5 to 1. See, let's make it 1, the default one. If we rotate, we can individually rotate each and every text. Now let's see what happens. If we play, you can see like this. If you see the opacity, if you make it 0, that means you can't see the group 1. The group 1 now. Whatever we are doing inside the group 1 for now. If we play, see, let's see what else we can do. If I go to the scene setup, for group 1 I choose different material. I go with the chrome. So what will happen is, from group 1 to group 2, sorry, it will change the color over time from group 1 to group 2. Let's see how it looks. Let's on the opacity for the group 1, where it is, force opacity. See, from silver to gold. If you want the same positioning, each and everything, what you will do is you go to the positioning and you will see what the positions are, 960, 540, and you will change here, right? Instead of that, there is a shortcut. If you go to group 2, you can see utility. Under group utility, You can copy each and every parameter from group 2. Simply press copy and same go to group utility and paste here. So if you animate, see, only the color is changing because we made the changes inside the setup, file setup. See, let's explore more. These are the groups, you know that. In the animation engine, let's see. Let's animate it so we can see the difference. 90 and 0 opacity. What are the animation type we have? Now it's a directional type, so it will flow in a direction from left to right. See, it's coming from left to right. And the first one is uniform. You can see by name, each and every text is animating at the same time. Now we also have radial. Radial is basically it will start from here. See, M and A, then I T. See, from this circle, going from this from here to here, from here to here. What else we have? Random. From the name you can understand it will randomly start. See, shape order. Shape order is similar to uniform. It will start from right to left. If we take any like 3D model, if any small part, it will start with small part, then go to big part. The animation is over. We can check all this in coming future tutorial. This is just a basic thing I'm showing now. It's a world transform. You can rotate everything. If we rotate from if we move from here, group 1 will move, group 2 will remain the same, but the world transform means you can rotate each and everything from this group, rotate or scale it or position it. See, maybe you can rotate. Let's make it 0. Custom layer I showed you earlier. Here we can take text and mask. I'll show you later on. Utility I'll show you later. Render setting. See, this is the interesting one. Here we can change the look and the appearance, how it looks. Physical environment. We have the environment inside the plugin that we can't see now. I'll show you. We have an environment. Now you can see. We have many environments here. Basically, the environment light up the scene. See, these are the environments we have. This is the basic environment. This is the additional thing which you need to buy from the website, but I'll show you the basic thing. See, as the environment will change, the lighting will change. Let's take this one. See, and we take a light. Let's take After Effects light. Where is the light? Point light. And we can see it from top view and move a bit. Maybe we can duplicate it. Control D. We move one side here and one to the right side. See. This is the exposure. If we increase, you see more lighting on the text. 1.5 to basically I keep 1.5 or 1, not more than that. This is the tint, you know how it works. See, it apply a red tint on your text, on your 3D model. Rotate the environment which I showed you inside the setup, scene setup. So you can rotate the environment. The lighting one is very interesting. These are some preset you can apply. Stylize 360. You can see the changes here. It was none earlier, and you can change to 360. Product. You can check this. You can check all. This is just a basic one. Now we can see how we can create a little bit advanced animation. Something like this. Then we can move with the product animation inside the Element 3D, then Cinema 4D, X particle, like that. For this type of animation, I used 3D text. I made 3D text inside Cinema 4D. I made them pieces. You can see the pieces here. I'll show you how I did. If you know how the Warner fracture works, you can put anything inside the Warner fracture and it will break something like this. And it can be done using any software like in Blender, in 3D Max, Maya. You just need to simply, like, you take a text and you extrude it. Then you put into Voronoi fracture. By default, it was having little, I think like 10 chunks. I think, I don't remember now, but you can increase it. For this example, we need at least 1000 or maybe more than that. So now you can just make it editable. Make editable. See, you have the each and every piece. Simply copy this, go to new project, paste it and save project as I did earlier. 1, 2, 3, any name you want. Cinema 4D file, C4D file. Let's start creating this one. We create a new comp, E3D, Element 3D. We take a new layer like we did earlier, new solid I mean. We go to Video Copilot, Element 3D, and inside scene setup. Earlier we did extrude because we took text and put it inside the text layer, custom layer, but this time we will be importing from Cinema 4D. See, from here you can import any object, any 3D model. For this example, I am taking this C4D file. If you are using Blender or Max or any other software, you can export it as a OBJ file. It takes C4D, OBJ and E3D. E3D is Element 3D own format. I'll take the text. We don't have any animation. We didn't create any animation inside Cinema 4D, so we don't need to load any animation. We uncheck it and press OK. See, we have the text. It has lot of pieces, but we can't see it because we are watching this as a material view. If you press this button, mesh view, now you can see all the pieces. See, Ctrl Z, come to normal view. Let's take a good metallic texture for this example. There is a pattern, but we can't see here. In order to see, we need to come to UV mapping and change it to box, preserve aspect. Now you can see. If you press this button, you can see it properly. See. Let's change it something like this. Yeah, this will look good. And we take one more group. For that we duplicate this and make it group 2. The text is very big now. We can take the camera and move the camera a little bit far so we can see the whole text. And we take the light, Cinema 4D light, point light, move a bit. So let's animate this. We need something like this. Same technique, but for this animation, earlier what we did, we moved each and every individual text. This time we will be animating each and every chunks. That is the only difference. I'll show you. We go to particle look and where is it? Multi-object. If we enable it, now if we rotate, you can see each and every chunk is rotating, but we are rotating only for the group 1. Group 2 remain as it is. So what we will do is we will enable the animation, so we only see the 0 means we are looking at the group 1 now. Let's go to group 1. Let's this is x-axis. If we rotate, it will rotate in x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. What if we want to rotate each and every axis at the same time? We have the rotation random. It will randomly rotate. See the same thing. We also have displace, the size. So the size we covered it earlier also. The displace, let's see what displace do. If we increase it, you can see it's stretching. Ctrl Z. This is the randomness. We can assign randomness to the displacement. We can individually also displace x, y, z. If we displace it in a x axis, y axis, or the z axis, or even we can what we call is shatter. See, everything is shattered now. Let's take this one, like we do 40 for this one. So what is happening is, if we animate this, we have group 1, this everything is shattered here, but the group 2 is normal. We haven't did anything, so we animate it. Group 2 we kept it normal as it is. If we animate it from 0 to 100, see, let's play. Let's make more changes to this. Maybe we can reduce the size, like we make it 0. See, what if we rotate the entire text? Let's see. From particle rotation, we can rotate the entire text. I'm not rotating from multiple object. I'm rotating the entire text. See, rotate like this. You can play with this, all this setting, to achieve a great result. And we can also go to scene setup. We can assign some different material to group 1. Let's see how it looks. I'll go to physical one. For that example, I took this one, bright light. You can change the color if you want, but for this example we'll keep yellow one. If you press OK, see, this is glowing, but this is not emitting any light. This look like it's glowing, but it's not emitting any light. For that we need to come into rendering. We go to glow, we enable it. Now you see it's too much now, so let's reduce from 2 to 1 and reduce the size, individual chunk size. Multi-object, we will reduce the size to 0. Let's see how it looks now. If we on the motion blur, see, let's do something more dynamic. Come to rotation. We can rotate from here also from particle rotation. If we see, we are rotating but nothing is happening. It is happening but we can't see, because we are doing we are rotating group 1. To see what is happening, we come to the first frame and basically we don't see anything, because the size is 0. Just to see what is going on, we'll make it normal size 1, and now we can rotate, like say 180, and make it 0 again, just to see how it looks, and play. See, we will get different result if we play with this. Just check which one you like. If we rotate as x-axis, x rotation, we will get something like this. If we rotate, let's see, z-axis 180 and play, this is looking similar. Let's stick with this one, x-axis. So what all animation type we have? Let's see. It is now directional. If we keep uniform one, everything start on the same point. If we go to radial one, it will start from this midpoint. It's looking good. Random. Sorry guys, something was wrong with my mic, so I had to start recording once again. So with random we get something like this. So basically you get an idea how this the animation engine work. If you look at this, for this example I took the directional one, I think. Let's see. Yeah, directional one. Then you can see the second layer, second solid. If we go inside the second solid, I have two texts, one the animation and the other one is made easy. I rotate it for a reason, I'll show you. Actually the tutorial is already very long. I was planning to show all this at one go, this one and this one, but the tutorial is already too long, so we need to stop here. So we can continue in the next lesson with these two animation, Made Easy and Element 3D. Let me know in the comment section if you like the tutorial and the area of improvement. This is my first time recording the tutorial, so I believe I made a lot of mistakes, but in coming tutorials I'll do my best and we will explore some amazing animation like this. I'm 100% sure you'll learn many beautiful things. I always like to create something similar to this, the water animation, the standing animation, the dynamic part. They look really good and we learn many things, many new things when we create something like this. We have many more examples. I'll show you each and everything one by one. So guys, if you like my videos and want to continue with this series, please subscribe to my channel and share the video. Come on guys, roaster videos got more subscribers than my channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Peace.